Hello, everyone. This is Train Up a Child TV show. I'm Miss Sabbath. Particularly, hello, parents, guardians, grandparents, aunts, uncles, whoever's watching this video. I wanted to share with you a few of my favorite things. This one being my homeschool planning app. Now, whether you're homeschooling or even supplementing the learning of your children, if they go to a brick and mortar school, then this is a great app for you as well. So I wanted to share what features I love. Now, it took me literally probably a whole year to find a really good homeschool planning app that does a lot that I need. So that's why I'm definitely an advocate for this company. I became an affiliate as well because I want to share it with others. You do get 15% off. If you do decide to go with the premium plan, there's also a free version. So that way, of course, you can test it out and see if it's something that would work for you and your family. So this is the home page right here. And I do have the link below too if you want easy access. So the front page, right? You have your to-do list, shopping list, even appointments if you need to track appointments. This is pretty cool. Um, One thing that I like about it as well is to have something for you to share with your siblings or even your parents if you want to share it with your friends. So that way they can take a look at, of course, their um their progress, their homeschool progress. So it's called a family sharing feature, and so that's part of the premium, I believe. And one thing about it is you can create a link for you to share with your family. They can like, they can comment. You can, of course, put what you learned that day or field trips that y'all went on, or maybe your child cooked something during homeschool and you took a picture of it. And so this is pretty cool. That way you can share that personalized link with your loved one to see their journey. So I like that. And so you see that, of course, they can react to different things that you post. They also have transcripts for high schoolers. So this is especially important as a homeschool mom. I understand how important that is. Doing my research, of course, here in my state. So that way I understand, okay, what is expected of them as they graduate high school, getting ready for college. So transcripts are super important. So make sure you document everything, especially if your child is in high school. They also have a printables section. So if you want to, of course, print different certificates for your child as they're learning, just to motivate them. I remember, growing up, how I always got certificates. My parents always kept them. So if you want to definitely do that to reward your children, I think this is pretty cool. And then for you too, if you want to give yourself a motivation boost, they have certificates here too. If you want a graduation certificate, and let me show you how it actually works. That way you understand. So maybe I'm gonna say, God bless you. Download it and it downloads. And then you can open it up here. And here it is. It'll have their name, of course. Here's the note that I wrote, and it generates it automatically for you. Pretty cool. Let's keep going down. Talked about the graduation. If you want to do a submission, or sorry, subject completion certificate, you can do that. If you want to customize it, what's the award? You also have homeschool ID cards here, which is pretty cool. You can name your school however you like. For homeschool parents, it's always recommended to just have like your last name and then Homeschool Academy. So that way, the administrator or even the college admissions team understands, okay, this child was homeschooled. So that's always good. And so child ID, which is pretty cool as well. Especially if you're going on field trips. That way they have their ID, you have your ID. Was this one the ID for the administrator? Okay, yes. So you have your ID, especially for discounts as a teacher. Certain stores, of course, offer that. So that's cool with the printables section. Memories we talked about a little bit earlier. family sharing. Here's that section that I mentioned. They also have a yearbook, which is pretty cool. I remember yearbooks growing up. So this is our family yearbook as our children is learning for the year for this year. You can open it, you can edit it, which is pretty cool. You can, of course, add different things that you've learned. This is pretty blank because, of course, I'm just showing you a sample, but this is amazing. You can add different things, even messages from family members. They can even add messages and invite. You can invite them to sign in and add a message to the yearbook, and this is pretty cool. And you can print it as well. And here's something that I like. It's called Growing Your Garden, Growing Your Garden. So each lesson that your child completes for the year, their garden grows. This is pretty neat. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And then you can show your child their garden. So here's your garden as you're learning. As you're learning in homeschool, you have 5 leaves because you completed 5 lessons, which is pretty cool. And it keeps going, it keeps going, it keeps going. Okay, I told you all I love this app, right? Okay, and then another thing I wanted to share with you is whichever state that you're in, you can select the state, press save, and then it literally tells you like um, you know, the different websites that you can maybe go to um as a homeschool parent, just to understand what it means to homeschool in your state. Let me see, what else should I show you? I like showing around. You can plan your lessons, of course, add your curriculum that you're using, which is cool. You can add the curriculum here. Which child are you adding it for? It'll take you step by step. If you had a lot of lessons before you downloaded the free Rooted app, then of course you can log those lessons prior. So that's pretty cool. You can add your vacation or break, and then you can download a progress report so that way you can even see as you're learning how the child is progressing throughout the year, how many hours of schooling have they done, how many days of schooling were they present, how many lessons, books read, trips, if you took some trips, the memories, of course, for the yearbook. I love that. Okay, what else? That's pretty much it. I think I covered everything. Again, they're steady doing app upgrades, which is amazing. So, recorded this video in April of 2026. So, by the time you're watching this video, it's probably a lot of new upgrades to their homeschool planning app. And I really like it. I recommend it again. Use my code SABBATH, SABBATH for 15% off. I'll also have the link below. God bless you all. I'll start doing this, things that I am using for my homeschool journey. I'll start doing like a parent's corner. So that way, of course, parents can watch it and be inspired and maybe even start using some of the resources I use. God bless you all. Thank you for watching.